2658 of the number one podcast and Apple Podcast Job Search. You are listening to or watching No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I started to be called the Big Game Hunter when I did recruiting. I'd hunt down leaders and staff for organizations, did it for a hell of a long time, filled a lot of positions, filled a lot of consulting assignments, and now people hire me for no BS job search advice and coaching globally because I make things so much easier for people around finding a new job and a lot more. Now today's show is how to answer one of these Google interview questions that frankly, people get psyched out because it's Google. Ooh, Google. And they blow it. So I thought I would do one of their interview questions and give you a way of answering. Hope you find this helpful, and please give the show a great review wherever you listen to it or watch it. It does help other people discover the show. Remember, on Spotify, it's a video podcast. Other places, it's purely audio. And we'll be back in just one moment. What is your favorite Google product and how would you improve it? I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. People hire me for no BS coaching and career advice globally. And that relates to anything that's career related, job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading better, anything that relates to you in the workplace. Now, obviously, this is a Google interview question. And I'm going to give you two possible answers for it, plus a couple of talking points to hit on while you're doing it. So here's one example. My personal favorite product would have to be Maps. Its detail and accuracy in the app is unparalleled, and I rely heavily on it for everything from navigation to exploring new cities. However, there are probably a couple of small things I try and tweak with it. And I think one is that it can improve its integration with public transportation. The app does currently offer some information on transit options, depending upon what city you're in, but I think it could be more user-friendly. And one place I would improve upon it is real-time updates on train and bus schedules, as well as options for alternative routes in case of delays or closures. Maybe you could also incorporate more personalized recommendations into the app. So if I frequently visit a certain type of restaurant or store, it'd be helpful for Maps to suggest similar options in new locations I'm exploring. Overall, I think Maps is incredibly valuable for people, and with some small tweaks and improvement, it could become even more essential. Notice what you're doing in answering the question is talking about how you love it and the benefits that you get, but you're offering a couple of tweaks to it, and then you're closing by praising the product and then talking about a couple of tweaks and improvements that could make it even more essential. Here's another answer. My favorite product is Gmail. I use it every day for work and personal communication. I love how easy it is to use and has so many features like snoozing emails, creating labels, and setting up filters. But I'd want to improve Gmail by making it easier to manage multiple inboxes. I often have to switch between work and personal inboxes. It could be a hassle to keep track of everything. I'd love to see a feature that would allow me to view all my inboxes in one place. And another one might be to make it easier to find emails. I often have to search for emails that I know I've received, but I can't remember the subject line or who sent it to me. I'd love to see a feature that would allow me to search for emails by content, not just simply by subject line. Overall, I think Gmail is fantastic, and I'd be happy to work on improving it. I believe my product experience with Gmail and my knowledge of the product management would be a valuable asset to a Google team. So in terms of talking points, by the way, you'll notice, again, that was a sandwich approach. Praise, suggestion, praise. And in talking about this, you're in a position where you can communicate general principles of product improvement, such as starting with the users, being data driven, iterating quickly, and being open to feedback. And where you can demonstrate that you understand these principles, it's going to serve you well in answering this type of question. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. Visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a ton in the blog that can help you. Plus, you can schedule time for a free discovery call, a coaching session, trusted advisor services where I answer questions for you or provide you with recommendations of how to handle situations personalized for you. And again, there's a lot there to help you, such as information about my video courses, books, and guides. Again, thebiggamehunter.us. Also, connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. Mention that you saw this. I like knowing I'm helping some folks. And once we're connected, your network is going to be a lot larger. Have a terrific day and be great.